Another War Thunder replay. Oh, let's just watch how great I do. Come on, everybody. Join the match. Well, let's see what everybody has. Nice little tigers, panthers. This dude's always just kind of sitting here out in the open. I personally would not be sitting right there. Mm-hmm. Man. And then over here, we got me. My T-44-122. Now I get to learn why I'm so awful. Oh, look at all those tanks coming in. It's beautiful. Gun view. That's not good. Wing view. Wow, that is horrible. Yeah, that seems broken. Random camera view. Oh, that's pretty. Hover cam. Alright. In this very pretty game, I go 9 kills with no deaths. All because I'm a coward. And it's so loud. The ring seems messed up. I'm just gonna fix that real quick. Oh, of course not. I guess that's going to be broken this whole match. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so as you can see, the enemy team very quickly pushed up into A. We lost people on our team, but they lost people on their team. During this match, I was trying to figure out where I should go to kill people with this incredibly long reload. Right? This tank has an amazingly long reload time of nearly 30 seconds. The 122 is an amazing gun for its tier. It hits hard, it tends to kill whatever you shoot, but that reload basically doesn't make you any better than a tank destroyer at best. I hit that dirt pile. That's what... No, it's a dead tank. I hit the dead tank. That's what I did. Okay. So yeah, at this point, this is where I'm going to camp for most of this match. I honestly believed that Panther was going to drive down here, or that the M36 Jackson was going to drive over here. Alright? One or the other. The Panther ended up dying. I got lucky with that because he didn't see me. But that Jackson was just kind of camping over there. Patiently waiting for me. Now at some point, I seen on the map that there was this tank destroyer right over here. And then I completely forgot about him until he shot it. Again. And I killed him, but I go right back to within a 30-second reload. But again, this Jackson, Mr. Bean, sitting right over here, patiently waiting. See, here's the thing you got to understand about the 122s. Right? No matter what tank they're on, except for a handful of tank destroyers, these things have a 20 or 30-second reload time depending on the tank. If it's a heavy tank, it's like 20 to 25 seconds, maybe a little longer. If it's a tank destroyer, I think the lowest they get is like 19 seconds. Right? I could be wrong. Just let me know if I'm wrong. But on this particular tank, it starts at 29 seconds. This is a god-awful reload. And for some reason, this tank is a 6.3 battle rating, which is very low. All the other T-44s, way higher than this. I think the first T-44-100 that you jumped into is like a 6.7. So you can jump into a match with a tank that has more armor than a lot of other tanks for its tier. It's not great armor, but it's sloped and it's fairly decently armored. It's almost like a T-34, but doesn't quite have the same size, right? So the gun is very powerful because you're like an IS-2, which I believe is also 6.3, but you have way more mobility. Yes, you have a few extra seconds. And I was trying to wait to see if this tank could come around the corner. He didn't. So I ended up just kind of canceling that. For the life of me, I could not figure out if I should attack or defend. I kept saying tanks push, and then I'd shoot them, they would die, and I'd go right back to another 30-second reload. Drop artillery when I could to try to get people off the point or away from the point. It just didn't seem to matter for the most part. The enemy took that point, and nobody could dig them out of it. So I just kept driving around this same spot, flattening the snow, waiting to reload. Here they had dropped an artillery piece on me. So I thought, okay, I'll drive a little ways away. Hopefully they won't snipe me. I see this guy. I take a shot at him. Guess what? Another dead tank. Then he pulls up, but I get lucky. The guy takes him out. So I'm over here trying to whip around, put my front to them so it's harder for them to shoot through me. Now, I like how this thing is just glitching out now. But, you know, I kept getting lucky. Kept getting lucky. Ally over here, though, not so lucky. You're going to see this Jackson come up. I waited for it to get right out in front of me, but you can still see I'm reloading. I click, nothing. Still reloading, and then he's out of the range. I can't do anything about it. My buddy gets blown up. I tried to get another sight on him, but there's this tank turret now in the way, and I'm just like, I don't think I can shoot through this. I'm going to drive to a different spot. He's still backing up. And I think here in a second, I make a mistake, right? I was doing pretty good, and then I made a mistake that very easily could have cost me. As you can see, there's 3 heavy tanks right there on that hill. That's all I could see, right? The 3 heavy tanks were sitting there, and I'm like, okay, are any of them going to drive over? No. I'm going to drive around this building and see if I can get a shot. If no one was watching this spot right here, he would have taken me out. And then he explodes. The moment I seen him, I tried to turn around and dive back in, and I realized he is aiming basically right at me. He could have just turned down, boop, I would have died, free kill. And bonk. Everyone's dead. Such a great gun. Terrible reload for it, but otherwise such a great gun. And it's on a very good tank. Alright? The T-44, a lot of people will give this tank crap. It doesn't have the random angles that the T-34 has, so it won't always get those different bounces. But overall, it has decent enough armor. This spot right here is a big weak spot when you're aiming at people. And you gotta hope that they don't aim at that. But for the most part, the rest of that's pretty well sloped. You're usually gonna get a good bounce. Usually. Your turret also has a lot of armor, so people tend to shoot at that and bounce. There goes my most hated tank in the game. One of the many different kinds of Centaurians. Hate the tank because of what it is. It's basically the size of a heavy tank, very little armor, incredibly slow speed. Its gun is mediocre at best. The ammo that it gets for it is where it shines. The Centaurian is just not a good tank. Now you see this IS-1 over here, right? I thought to myself, man, I'm reloading, but can I sneak someplace this Tiger II can't see me and kill this guy? And I'm thinking to myself, are they going to let me be sneaky? Can I get sneaky? And I decided to go Metal Gear Solid on this guy and try to sneak up right next to him. Turns out I don't even have to, because the building is gone. Free kill. Poor guy. Blows him away. But then I see the Tiger II right here. It looks like he's pointing at me, and I'm like, oh, almost backed out into him. He was probably just waiting for a good ammo shot, or he's looking at somebody else past me, but there's nobody down here on the map. So I was thinking, okay, he was waiting for me to come around this corner. And I think, oh, I got this huge reload. I need to get off this road. There's people back here. There's people up front. The Tiger looks like he's looking for me. I tried to shoot this Tiger. I messed up. You can see his butt right there. Hit right in the weld. No pin. Let's see. I was thinking this Tiger II, if he can get this shot, he gets the kill. I'm going to reload. And I'm like, okay. After a little bit, I'm like, oh, maybe he'll try to shoot the tracks. That'll give me a little bit of time to run away. Or get stuck here and have to repair. But either way, it gives me a chance. So I'm sitting here reloading. My whole team is dead. The enemy team is bombing the town. This is just going awful, right? No one on my team's respawning. And then... Tiger II peaks. I always say this, I'm not a very good player. But if you see someone in a tank and he's staring at a corner, waiting for you to come out, do not come out. Because he's doing that because he believes he can penetrate some part of your armor or hit a weak spot. And if you see a tank watching, do not peek. At this point, I'm reloading, so I think to myself, alright, all these guys are rushing me. I'm going to let them have this kill. If they can kill me, they get this kill. Shoots me in the butt. That's good. I can't move now, but... Wow, that was glitchy. I actually shot him right there in the side. It showed the wall. Yeah. Second tank comes in. Match is about to end. His team's basically won. Bounce. I'm still reloading, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to shoot this guy to frustration. The match is over. He's not going to reload fast enough to kill me. I'm going to spread him with my machine gun. And there you go. 9 kills, 1 assist, no deaths. My team lost. And you want to know why? Because I did not rush the objective with the rest of my team. Doesn't matter how good I did. My team did not get a victory because all I did was net kills. It was fun to watch, but thanks for watching.